สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผมครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We are waiting for our first participant, and it's Naomi. Hi, haven't seen you for a while.
Hello, good evening, Ajaan.
How's life for you?
Good, thank you.
Right.
I'm trying to continue my practice. Um,
Yes.
mhm. I've been in the last 2 months, I've tried to keep the sixth precept, not eating after midday, and I found it's been helpful for um, putting more energy into the practice. But I also noticed that I think my mind state regressed a little just because of the dukkha vedana of being hungry in the evening. I think there's more negative thoughts that my mindfulness is a bit slow to catch. Um, but I feel like I want to continue with it and just try to get my mindfulness to catch up with the negative thoughts that that's kind of it's kind of how I used to think more. I used to have more negative thoughts, and then I improved with it, but with the keeping six precept, it kind of came back a bit more, a bit surprising. But I would like to, I think I should continue, but I wanted to ask your advice about that.
Well, you have to use an antidote to your hunger, which is to contemplate on the unwholesome appearance of the food that you eat, not just on the plate that you see, but you have to see the whole process of the food entering your body, changing once it enters your mouth, being chewed and mixed with your saliva, and then swallow into your stomach, and then go through the internal system, the digestive system, and eventually excrete into the toilet. If you can do this kind of contemplation, it will stop your hunger, mental hunger, because your mental hunger arising from thinking about the wholesome appearance of food on the plate. So whenever you think of the food on the plate, you become hungry. But when you look at the whole process, um, once it enters your mouth and then go through your digestive system and eventually excrete from your body, then you can stop this hunger, mental hunger. This is the antidote for someone who has this problem with eating. This thing, what you call eating disorder, eating too much. That's what I use when I did fasting. Whenever I feel hungry, I have to think of the food, the whole process, or just the final process. Really, sometimes that's all it takes. When the food is finally excreted from the body. So this is what you eat. Tell myself. So when you see this, then you say, "Oh, what the heck? What should I be hungry for this kind of food anyway?" Right? Don't try not to think of the food on the plate. it will make you more hungry. Think of the other side of the food, or see both sides of the food. Yeah. Both the pleasant and the unpleasant appearance of food. So you have to do this beforehand, so that when you are attacked by your hunger, then you can use this contemplation or perception to stop your mental hunger. Understand?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay. So you've been going to on retreat, or you still working, or what?
I'm working part-time, and yeah, I've been going on retreat for part-time. The last 8 or 9 months we had to adopt an old dog, and it kind of stalled my practice a little bit, but he's passed away now, so I think I can go on retreat a bit more now again.
Yes. And
Yeah.
how's your sister?
Yep, she's good. She's doing a lot of retreats now, actually.
And
Um
does she still work, or she quit
n-
working?
no, she stopped working. She stopped
Oh,
working so she can focus more on her practice.
that's good.
Hmm.
Haven't heard from her for a while.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, maybe she just doesn't have questions yet. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Anything
I'm
else?
also, mhm. I'm also I kind of think about stopping work, but then I kind of think about I just think about money more. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not time yet for me.
Yeah, you have to
Um,
eat, so you have to provide yourself with
yeah.
enough money to
Hmm.
exist.
Hmm.
So to practice as a lay person is quite challenging, more than
Hmm.
becoming a monastic. Once you live in a monastery, then your four basic requisites of living can be more or less provided by somebody else for you. So you won't have to worry about having money to buy your food, pay your rent, and so forth.
Hmm.
I had the same problem when I was a layman. I had to decide what I want to do when I ran out of money. If I want to continue practicing, I have to go and live in the monastery. If I don't want to live in the monastery, then I have to work. And if I work, then I won't have time to meditate, to practice. So I'd have to grudgingly take the decision to go live in the monastery,
Hmm.
reluctantly, which turned out to be a good solution for me. So I've been living in a monastery for 50 years now, without having to worry about having money or not. Because I know every day I can go out and collect food and have a place to stay. I don't have to pay for rent, no bills to pay. So if you're serious about being a practitioner, then maybe you should think about living in a monastery. Excuse me.
I actually think about it all the time, and I doubt uh whether I'll be able to live happily there, because sometimes I spend 3 months uh or so there, and by the end I find it a bit difficult. So I find it difficult to be happy with the other people there, and to continue my practice at that level. So then I doubt whether I could stay there long term or not. But I
It
always think
means
about
it means your
it.
practice is not far enough, advanced enough yet. If your
Hmm.
practice is advanced, you won't pay attention to other people. You'll pay attention more to yourself, how you react to other people, and try to calm your mind and not to react negatively. But maybe you're not not there yet. Your mind still come out a lot, looking at other people. So you have to go in more deeper. Then you won't pay attention to other people. Then what they do won't bother you. What they say won't bother you. Okay, so what you need is to practice more right now, to get more mindfulness and wisdom, to protect your mind from being harassed or disrupted by other people, disturbed by other people or things. If you can look at everything like the weather, then you can live anywhere with anybody. It's just another form of weather. Maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold, maybe it's rainy. But you can adapt, you can adjust if you really wanted to. Okay,
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
you're welcome. Next, we'll go to New Zealand, to Anura and Ramya.
Hi, good evening, Ajaan.
Evening, Ajahn.
Can you hear us? Yeah.
Yes, perfectly.
Thank you, Ajaan. Thank you for your teaching, Ajaan. It was really helpful. I don't have any question, just join to pay respect to you. Thank you. Yeah.
And Ramya?
Yeah, I'm listening to Ajahn. It's nice to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to Professor Ken then. Hi, Professor, from Switzerland.
Good afternoon, Ajahn. Also have no questions at the moment.
Okay. About Steph from Oregon.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. It's okay.
Did it again.
It's normal. It's normal.
Okay. I'm doing good. I'm still been reading Beyond Birth, and it's giving me the answers I need. I need to be more disciplined and more mindful, and so that's been
Yes,
working
that's
on
the
that.
key.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Good.
thank you.
Next, Philip from Malaysia.
Good evening, Kanchan. Just pay my respect. I don't have any questions tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nita and Saket from India.
Namaskaram, Ajaan.
Yes, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Ajaan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sound positive tonight.
Yeah. Well, since my mom went back to Pune last week, it's been a more quiet time where, otherwise we would end up spending some time or the other, often bringing ceasefire between parents and such, and it's giving us the time to focus on our practice more, which has been really, really useful. And also, Frajan, last week you had suggested for Nita to start memorizing the Satipatthana Sutta. And so we both started chanting the Satipatthana Sutta in the morning and evening. And that has also been very helpful, like just opening our minds to the range of meditations that are available to us. And I had a few questions for Ajahn. I thought I'll just ask maybe in the first part, the Anapana Sati part, if it's okay.
Yes.
So one is that the Lord Buddha says that we should sit down with our legs crossed. But can we do Anapana Sati meditation in any other posture as well?
Oh, yes, but that's the preferred position. That's what monks normally do. But if you cannot sit cross-legged, you cannot sit on a chair, sit on a bed.
Okay.
But the best Best position is to sit cross-legged because it's a balanced position for the body.
Yes.
And you can sit for a long time once you got accustomed to this position.
Yes. Yes.
But if you could not, then you just have to find the right posture for you.
Yes, I can sit for some time, but like for example, if I'm trying to sit for longer, like the 6-hour challenge or things like that, then it is, you know, I'm not able to sit for very long in that posture.
Yes. As you advance, as your mindfulness becomes stronger and you're more absorbed with your meditation, then the physical pain of the body will not bother you. But for a starter, you might need to develop more mindfulness and more samadhi first before you can sit in a cross-legged position. But the main thing is to be mindful. That's the main practice is mindfulness of breathing. The sitting position is just secondary, put it that way. You can have a good position, but if you're not mindful, then it's useless anyway.
Yes, yeah. And Fra Ajaan, it says in the sutta, we hear that we should breathe in experiencing the whole body. So when we breathe in, should we try and see our whole body as we breathe in, or how does that work?
No, just experience the whole body of the breath. Not the whole body, not the whole 32 parts of the body. Just know that it goes in until it finally coming out. In and out, in and out. That's the whole length of the breathing. Going in until it stops going in, then start coming out. But you should only watch it at one point. Don't follow the breath. Watch it at the entrance, at the tip of your nose. That's where the breath will comes in and go out and go out. Don't follow the breath inside. Don't follow the breath outside, because you're keeping the mind working. You want to stop the mind from working. You want the mind just to be looking or merely knowing. So you don't want to work. You don't want to work on the breath. You just want to watch the breath.
And also calming the bodily formations. What does that mean?
Don't move your body. Once you start meditating, don't adjust your posture. Oh, I'm leaning to the left, I'm leaning to the right, so forth. Just forget it. Your mind just fooling you. It doesn't want you to concentrate on your breath.
Yes.
So it wants to distract you with all these things that are on your body. Sometimes you feel like to scratch. Don't scratch. Don't do anything. Sometimes you feel like you want to swallow your saliva or something. Don't pay attention to this thing. Once you start meditating, just keep watching the breath only.
And contemplating the nature of arising in the body and nature of passing away.
Oh, this is later.
Okay.
When you're meditating for calm, for concentration, you don't do any contemplation.
Okay.
That's more vipassana level. You're on samatha level. You want to stop the mind from working, from thinking, so you don't want to contemplate at that point yet. Later on, once you have entered jhana and come out of jhana, then you want to study the nature of the body, being anicca. It rises and it will cease one day. It's born, it will get old, get sick, and die. This is another level, another type of meditation. You don't mix them together. The first one is to get into jhana by not thinking, not contemplating, just merely watching the breath. Focus your attention on the breath only, and don't be distracted by whatever might appear in your mind. whether there must be some images or some flash of light or something, whatever that appears during your meditation, don't pay attention to them. Stick to your breath only. They are all distraction. They're trying to pull you away from your concentration, so you will not be able to enter into jhana. If you want to enter into jhana, ignore everything. Just watch your breath, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay.
And one last one, Ajaan, for Ajaan, is in case I feel some sort of, I don't know, maybe piti or like some pleasant.
Ignore, like I just say, ignore them.
Okay.
Just keep focusing on your breath. If you pay attention to piti or sukha, then you lost your concentration. Then you'll stop advancing. You won't go in deeper. If you want to go in deeper, you just ignore them. Just know that they appear and then come back to your breath. Pay attention to your breath only. And even if your breath disappears, don't worry. Some people, when get to the point where the breath becomes so subtle, you cannot even feel the breath. It doesn't mean you stop breathing. It's just that it's so subtle that you can no longer feel the breath. It means that your mind is almost there. So you just keep continue to focus on the same point at the tip of your nose. Even if you cannot feel the breath, just focus on the tip of the nose. Then not very far, not very long, it will then drop into calm. But if you start to have fear and start to worry, then you're withdrawing from that point. Return to the more active point of the mind. So you're reversing your process instead of going into totally. You're pulling it back by your worry. Okay, understand? So all you have to do is focus on your meditation object only, and don't pay attention to anything that might appear, good or bad. Some can be something scary, something pleasant, something attractive. Don't pay attention to them. Just pay attention to your breath only. They are mental fabrication, really. That's what they are. They're not harmful, they cannot hurt you, so don't worry about them. And they cannot give you any reward either. The only thing that could give you reward is your focus on your breath, because it will lead you eventually to jhana. Okay, get it? Very simple, but our mind likes to be distracted.
Yes.
Like to know why is this thing coming? Where does it come from? Start to think again. And when you start to think, then you're not gonna go into jhana. The way to go into jhana is to stop thinking. So you have to ignore everything. Just know that they are just anicca, anatta. They come and go by themselves. You cannot control them. You cannot force them to go away, or you cannot ask them to come if you want them to come. Just don't worry about them. Just don't pay attention to them. Okay.
Thank you, Ajaan.
Anita?
Just one follow-up question, Rajan. So in the body, the first part of body contemplation, it starts with breath, but then it goes on into the 32 parts, the 4 elements, and then the channel ground meditation. So we just right now should focus on the breath, and we should not look into the other.
Not when you haven't reached jhana yet. You have to develop jhana first, so that your mind has equanimity, so that it can be able to look at the unpleasant parts of the body, or thinking about the unpleasant aspect of the body, such as death or the corpses, because you will have aversion for them, and you will not want to look at them, contemplate on them, study them. So you need to develop enough equanimity first. so that the mind doesn't have any reaction to what you're going to teach the mind with, which the contemplation of the 32 part, the contemplation of anicca, aging, sickness, and death, the corpses. So this is later. You're in the first grade. That's the second grade. Try to finish first grade first before you go to second grade. Okay. Samatha first before you go to vipassana. But unfortunately, it doesn't tell you in the sutta. See, it assumes that you're smart enough to know. But most people are not that smart. They all think you do all these things once at the same time, which is not the case. Satipatthana Sutta is actually about 3 steps of development to enlightenment. The first step is to develop mindfulness, by being mindful of your body all the time. When you're not meditating, when you're doing something, keep watching your body. Don't let your mind go away to other things. Stick to the body posture or activity. And when you have time, you sit down and meditate, then you watch the breath until you get to jhana. And you have to become expert on this before you move on to the next level. You have to be able to enter to jhana anytime you like, every time you meditate. And when you come out of jhana, your mind had equanimity, not easily disturbed or, or hurt by whatever you see or hear or think. Then you're ready to do some contemplation, thinking about the body as being anicca, temporary. It doesn't last forever. Once it's born, it will grow up and get old, get sick, and die. Just repeat this contemplation or investigation until you totally absorb this knowledge into your mind and become second nature to you. So that every time you worry about death or sickness, you say, there's no point to worry about because you're going to die, you're going to get old, you're going to get sick. If you worry, it means you haven't thought about it long enough, hard enough yet. If you have thought about it long enough, high enough, until it becomes second nature to you, when you think of death, you don't feel anything. You don't when you think of sickness, you don't feel anything. You feel normal, as if nothing has happened. So that's the next level, to teach the mind to absorb the truth and accept the truth. We don't want to accept the truth. We don't want to get old. We don't want to get sick. We don't want to die. That's the problem. That's when you get dukkha. You have craving for living. You don't have craving for dying. See, so when you have to die, you have dukkha. When you get sick, you have dukkha because you don't want to get sick. But you teach your mind, you're gonna get sick. You have to get sick. You have to accept it. And eventually you say, yeah, okay, if I don't want to have dukkha, then I have to accept this thing. Once you can accept this thing, then you have no problem with this aging, sickness, and death. So it sounds easy, what's so hard about aging, sickness, and death? It's what the hard part is to accept it. That's the hard part. And the contemplation is to pound in this information into your mind until it cannot refuse. Only way for it to be safe is to accept this truth. To be safe from suffering, it has to accept this truth. So anytime when you think of getting sick and you still have dukkha, it means you haven't yet contemplated enough. You haven't yet accept sickness. You haven't yet accept death. But when you think of death, think of sickness, and you say, okay, no problem, then okay. You have finished your work here on this particular aspect of the body. But there are other aspects that you have to also study, the super nature of the body. If you still look at body of other people as being attractive, then you are still deluded because you don't see the true picture of the body yet. You only see half of the picture, not the whole picture. Beauty is only skin deep, right? Once you go under the skin, then the beauty will disappear. When you see the other part hidden beneath the skin, this is what you have to do. This takes a lot of mental strength. You need a lot of equanimity to be able to force your mind to work on these things. Normally, the mind would not like to do it because it will usually be influenced by the defilement. And the defilement wants you go to look at pleasant things, attractive things, things that will make you happy, Think about longevity, no sickness, and so forth. It doesn't want you to think of the truth. But once you have equanimity, you can stop this influence of the defilement and start to teach the mind the truth. Okay. First the truth of the body, then you go to the truth of feelings, then you go to the truth of the mind. And they all fall under the three characteristics of existence. They are anicca, dukkha, anatta. And the way to deal with them is just be a detached observer when you come across them. Don't react to them. Don't attach to them. Don't cling to them. Don't have anything to do with them. Leave them alone. Okay, understand? This is a long process, not just a one hour sitting and you can do all these things. Unless you have already worked this beforehand in your past life, then you might be able to become enlightened right away. Like when the Buddha gave the first discourse to the five ascetics. Once they have heard the Four Noble Truths, anicca, dukkha, anatta, they suddenly became enlightened.
Yeah, in the chanting, they say 7 years and 6 years and seven,
Yeah,
7 it all
7 days or 7 months or 7 years.
seven lives.
It depends on how much past action you have already done, how much wisdom have you accumulated through your past life, wisdom and equanimity. So if you haven't, then you have to develop it now. Mindfulness first, jhana second, then wisdom third. Okay?
Thank you.
So stick to the basic. When you're chanting the Satipatthana Sutta, you're actually developing mindfulness. See, your mind wants to think about this and that, so you force the mind to think about the Satipatthana Sutta instead. So this is a way of developing mindfulness. When you not yet have enough mindfulness to watch your breath, then you use the reciting of the sutta to help you bring the mind to be more mindful, to be able to eventually watch your breath. After you recite for 45 minutes or so, your mind will be ready. Your mind will be strong enough to watch the breath. Don't stop after when you finish reciting. That's just a preliminary practice. Once you finish reciting, then you have to watch your breath. Or you can stop anytime you like if you feel that you can watch your breath. Reciting is just a tool for you to have more mindfulness that will enable you to be able to watch your breath. Once you think you can watch your breath, you can stop reciting.
I do feel the calm after reciting Satipatthana Sutta.
Yeah, I think I recited took about 40 minutes or so. Even with
Yeah, it
with
goes on
some
for
repetition eliminated. There's a lot of repetition that you can eliminate, but it's take a while. But it will really help calm your mind down. If you're restless or agitated, you can stop this restlessness and agitation. And then you'll be able then to continue on with focusing your mind on the breath, your mindfulness on the breath. And eventually you'll get to jhana. Okay?
Thank you, Raja.
All right, you're welcome. Next, Celia. Hi, Celia from Peru.
Hello, Prajan. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening. Nice to see you.
Yes.
I have two questions actually. First, my mother's health has deteriorated like a lot, and we have to go again at the hospital to the hospital. No, it's not sure when. So she will have many exams there, and many decisions will have to be taken in regard to her health at the moment. No. But most probably she will have to be operated from the brain and from the heart, which is a very risky surgery. So I have lost my mindfulness since the last surgery that was like a month ago or so. And I never really recovered from that, no, because then my brother came from abroad, so that was good, but it was busy. And then my mother's health started deteriorating almost every day until now. So given that the mindfulness really is not great at the moment, I would like to ask for advice on what can I remember or take into account during my time at the hospital that will allow me to see things a little bit more clearly, no? And make good decisions with respect to my mother's health.
Anicca dukkha anatta. That's a body. Anicca is temporary. It's gonna eventually end sooner or later. Anatta, you cannot control it. You cannot stop it. You cannot prevent it. So you just have to accept this. Don't fight. Don't fight against the truth. We try to fight against the truth by trying to fix the body, go through all this medication process. Eventually, the body will die. So you have to accept the end game. If you accept the end game, then you won't worry about what happened to her because you know what the end game will be like. But you don't want to accept this
I
truth.
don't think I have time. I don't think I have. In few days, I'm going to accept that if I haven't accepted in many months. And with my mindfulness at
I
least.
know you've been listening to this program for how long now? And you heard about this thing for how long now? About aging, sickness, and death.
Yeah, I've been preparing, but the last month, as I tell you, my mindfulness just went down. It's not, the conditions are not good now.
Yeah, you've been
There's
taken
too much.
over. Your mind been taken over by the defilement instead, hijacked by the defilement.
Yeah.
To think of permanent, to think about self, instead of to think about impermanent and not self. You revert your perception toward delusional perception, by trying to think that permanence is still possible.
But, so how does thinking and that we are going to decay and die, like when I'm in the hospital trying to put the conditions for my mother's health to improve and live as far as she wants and can live, no?
You have to
How can
separate yourself
that be
from your mother. Yeah, you have to separate yourself from your mother. Yeah. First, you deal with your dukkha, your own dukkha, by accepting her death. By that, eventually she's gonna die. Then you will have no dukkha. But as far as her part is concerned, let the doctor deal with her. It's not your business.
Actually, I have to decide. So it's a little bit my business.
Well, you have to ask her for, it's her body, ask her what she wants to do with her body. Does she want to have it treated, or she doesn't want to have it treated? This is not your decision, it's her decision to make.
She wants to improve. She wants her health to improve.
Okay, then let her go through the treatment. But you, on your own, in your mind, and you have to know in the back of your mind that no matter how well the treatment goes, eventually she's gonna succumb to death anyway. Maybe not this round, maybe the next round, or a few more rounds.
Yeah.
So these two separate things, yourself and your mother. How to deal with your suffering is to accept anicca, dukkha, anatta. If you accept anicca, anatta, then there will be no dukkha. And on her part, it's up
How
to
to do
her.
that
If she wants
few
to,
days, no?
if she wants to go to the treatment, let she go to her treatment. It's not it's not you. It's not your body. It's her body. So she has to decide what she wants to do with her own body. You can only do
Not able
support
to
her.
decide.
You can only support her. Okay, if she wants to go through the treatment, you have to support her. If she doesn't want to go to the treatment, oh, you have to also support her in a different way. Some people just don't want to go through the treatment. They say, okay, enough is enough. And they go onto the hospice mode, let's get prepare themselves to die. Because they see there's no point anymore to fight. You just bring on more suffering on your body and on your mind when you fight.
Yeah, but she can't decide now.
Okay, then if you have to decide, then it's up to you.
Okay.
Either way, it's suffering anyway, whether you treatment or you don't treat.
Yes, it's horrible. It's horrible. And now that they've been going to the hospital more than before and everything, I hear all these stories just in the background of people who get cancer and the families is a big thing. And then this person with fibrosis, and then it's like everywhere. Like people are dying and getting sick
Yes, it's
and getting
everywhere.
old all the
We
time.
all
It's like, how can we live like this, just waiting for this to come
we
for
just
us
not
and our loved ones?
we just don't want to think about it. It's only when reality force itself upon us that's when we start to think about this thing. But normally we want to keep it in the back, away from put it in the back burner. Don't want to think about aging,
Yeah.
sickness, and death.
I have many friends here. They don't want to know anything about
That's right.
sickness, even from her mother. Nothing. They just don't want to know. They
Mm,
just want to postpone it and postpone it till, who knows
yeah.
when. Yeah.
So they can
Well,
never deal with
I,
the problems. This is the problem they have to confront, deal with them.
and
Okay.
my other question was, yes, Rajan, thank you. I had a question also about anger. Like when I'm angry, I know that I shouldn't speak, no? But clearly my face shows when I'm angry, no? And sometimes somebody sees my face and says like, are you angry? Or I feel like you're angry, and that makes me more anger, and then I can stop it, and disaster comes. So my question is, when I'm angry, clearly angry, and I cannot get out of the situation, should I try to fake my expression, like not to appear angry despite that I am? Because it seems like lying, no? But on the other hand, it's like in
Well,
the name of harmony, try to.
you can try to reduce or stop your anger by reciting the mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Don't think about the thing that caused you to become angry with in the first place.
Even if someone is speaking to me at that moment.
Well, if you're angry, just tell them, yes, I am angry. What's so wrong about being
Yes, I said
angry?
that. There's some people that take it well. Like some people know that I'm angry and they don't say anything, so great. But there are other people. Are you angry? What happened? And then it's like they force me to speak, which is what I don't want to do because I know that that's not going to be still.
Well, you can always talk to them politely and ask, right now you don't want to talk because you don't feel like talking. And maybe excuse
Okay, good.
yourself, go to the toilet or something.
Ah, brilliant,
And then stop
brilliant.
your anger in the toilet, recite the mantra.
Yes, yes, that I can do. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, good, good.
But there's
Okay,
no
thank
need
you
to be
very much,
ashamed
Rajan.
of there's no need to be ashamed of being angry. Everyone is
No,
angry. We all
yeah, I
have this
know.
thing. So if you have
I'm not
to show
ashamed.
it, show it,
Mm.
But it's no good
The
to
problem is when I speak out of anger, then
just don't act when you're angry. Like don't talk or don't do anything
yeah,
when you're angry. Maybe
yeah,
you cannot control your mental anger in your mind, and it show on your body, on your face. But at least you try to stop it from going through your vocal or your body physical action.
We'll try harder then.
The best way is to excuse yourself, go to find some quiet corner and stop your anger first. Another way of stopping your anger is to look at the cause of your anger. And the cause usually will come from your craving or your desire. You want something to happen, or you want to get something and you cannot get it, then you get angry. So you have to look at the things that you want to get as anicca, dukkha, anatta. You cannot always get what you want.
That requires a little bit of time, so I have to get out
Yeah,
politely,
yeah,
and then
politely, and
then
just go and use the mantra first, just to stop thinking about.
I'll prepare something so that in the moment I just say it. I don't have to think much about it. I just say it and get out.
After you have calmed down, you might be able
Put
to
myself
look.
together.
After you have
Yeah.
calmed down, you might say, what's the cause of my anger? Because I want this person to do something for me, and they don't do it for you, then you become angry. The next time, don't try to expect anything from anybody. Then you won't get any anger. You won't get angry.
That would be the ideal position, no? The
Yeah.
ideal situation.
Not to expect anything from anybody or anything.
Very true. Very true.
Take things as they come. Que sera, sera.
Será. Okay.
Whatever will be, will be.
Que será, será. That I will remember because it's Spanish. Que será, será. Será, será. Okay, good, brilliant. Thank you very much, Rajan.
Okay, you're welcome.
Be well, be healthy.
Next, Belinda from Singapore.
Namasakan Kak Ajaan. Kesera, kesera.
Yes, that's a good way to look at things. Whatever will be, will be. You cannot change them anyway, right? You cannot change the sun from setting or rising. So let the sun rise, let the sun set. Let dukkha come and let dukkha go away. They come and go away, everything. Happiness come and go away, sadness come and go away. This is life. If you just leave them alone, then you will have no dukkha. Okay. Any question?
No, at the moment.
Okay. I'll go to Gary then. Hi, Gary.
John, good evening. I'm just here to pay my respect and to listen in.
Okay, good. Good to see you. How about Nining? How are you? Have any question?
Yeah, I'm fine, Ajahn. Ajahn, I read my hometown, Pekalongan. My hometown, Pekalongan, Central Jawa.
I see.
Yeah, it's in the Jawa, but not in Jakarta.
How far from Jakarta?
By train, 4 hour and a half, 4.5 hour.
Okay.
Ajahn, yesterday, when my house assistant said something bad, usually I restrain my mind, I restrain myself not to react. But yesterday, I could be more mindful. And then I watched my sanya recognize her as Anicang Dukang Anatang. And then I just happy and, oh, so this is how to accept the truth. I just accept her just the way she is.
That's right.
Is it correct, Ajahn?
That's right.
Yeah,
what can you do? Can you change her? Can you change an apple to become banana?
Yeah, she is the storm. So just let it be.
Let it be.
So the most important is I should re-educate my mind, my sanya, which before see everything as permanent. So this time.
Yes, see everything as anatta, not under your control.
Oh, that's good. Only can when I can do that, I'm very happy, Ajahn. That's simple, very simple, but it's fun. So that wow, it's nice. So the life become more easy. Yeah, like that, Ajahn.
If you understand this word sabbe dhamma anatta, you are an arahant. You have fully enlightened. Sabbe dhamma anatta.
That's why when I do 6 hours challenge every week, and then at that time I challenge myself not too simple, not react and no craving, no thinking, no craving, no thinking, no craving. That's very fun, Ajahn.
That's right. But you don't know whether you will be able to do it or not until you are tested, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
yesterday. And then my question is, the Sotapanna hasn't overcome the Patiga and Kamaraga. That Patiga, ill will, resentment, and hate. So the Sotapanna can control, but still has that ill will. Is it correct, Ajahn?
The Sotapanna still have sexual desire, and accompany the sexual desire is the feeling of anger or dissatisfaction.
And also that hate and resentment, Patiga.
Yeah, patika can be translated as dissatisfied, resentment, or discontent.
Oh.
Not happy. When you have sexual desire, you're not happy. That's why you have to relieve your sexual desire in order to become happy, right?
Also, the ill will and the resentment in this case,
They
it's
go
not
together. They go together.
together with the
sexual desire.
Oh.
When you have no sexual desire, then you won't have any feeling of discontent.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I understand now.
So to get rid of your sexual desires, you look at the body as a super, as a corpse, or as a 32 parts. When you see the 32 parts of the body, your sexual desire will disappear, and the ill will or discontent, dissatisfaction will also disappear.
And also, when practice more and more, we don't have any fun to socialize, Ajahn.
No, it's dukkha. To socialize is dukkha. It's not.
Everyone is really dukkha.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, now I realize that my mom is dukkha, but as daughter, I want still be grateful to my mom and taking care of her in her rest of life. Like
That's
that.
metta. That's metta. You can react with metta, karuna, mudita, or ubekha.
Yeah,
but you don't react with love or hate, fear, or delusion.
Not attached, not cling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because craving makes suffering.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ajahn. I become more wise, and I stick with my 10 years project. Could be 7 years, but I mean could be faster, but hopefully not more than 10 years, Ajahn, because yeah, hopefully I can be graduated from the PhD Buddha school, because I have already graduated from my master degree, and this is my last education in this life.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I hope you succeed on your endeavor.
Yeah, I'm very happy, Ajahn, to be your student. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
No, Ajahn, I got no question at the moment. Just paying respect.
Okay. I'll go to Lynn from Indonesia, in Jakarta, right?
Yes. Good evening, Thanajan. Hope you are well and healthy.
Yes. How big is Jakarta population-wise? 10 million, 13 million?
20 million?
20 million. Oh, quite a lot. I heard they want to move the capital to someplace else.
Yeah, in Kalimantan.
Is that possible? Will people be willing to move there?
It needs a lot of effort, and it takes many more years to come.
You want to move there?
I don't think so. I want to move to the mountain or forest to meditate.
maybe in the new capital there won't be as crowded as where you are now.
Yes, but there is no meditation teacher.
You can still connect with the internet. You still find teacher on the internet.
But as a beginner, I think that it is something different.
Mm.
Yeah. So if I'm more experienced, maybe.
Are there places where you can go in Jakarta to study and practice?
Yes, actually.
Mm.
But at this moment of time, I prefer to stay at home
Mm.
and practice. That's why I'm very grateful that I can join this Zoom meeting, so I can learn from you also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any question tonight?
Yes, I do. Yeah. What is the antidote for greed?
Greed, death, think of death. When you think of death, you say, why am I want to have so many things for when I die, I cannot take anything with me. Right?
Okay.
Why do you want to have $10 million for when you die, you cannot take $1 with you?
So we can give contribution.
We don't give, see, you cannot give because when you're alive, you want to keep it. And when you die, you cannot give it away anyway. So you're fooling yourself. You think you can give away. If you can give away, then you won't greed for anything anymore. If you give away and then you want more to return, then what's the point of giving away? So if you really look at death, really believe that you're gonna die tomorrow, but you still want to have any money? Want to have any more money?
No.
Okay, so think of death when you feel greedy. Then you'll come back and then just have enough to eat. All you need to do is have enough to survive. That's all really. Anything more than that is considered to be greedy. If you already have enough to survive, then if you want anything more, then this is greed.
Okay. As a lay person, sometimes as a lay person, we work and we make money. And sometimes we have more opportunity. We have a better opportunity to make money and then contribute. So I don't know at what point that it will be considered as greed and at what point that it will be considered for good purpose.
To have more than what you need. Okay, understand? If you already have enough for your need, then if you want any more, then this is greed.
Okay. Giving away is also a type of delusion.
No, giving away is reduce your greed. I have already have enough. This is too much for me, so I should give it away. Then if you give it away, then you don't want to go and get more, right? Because you know you already had enough, and you give away what you have more than what you need. So why go look for more when you give up? You give away already. So you have to have a certain limit, amount of wealth that you have to survive. Once you have more than that, then you give it away.
Sometimes when we are in the position of having good karma, the wealth will come after us.
Yes.
So when is the time to stop it?
You don't stop it. You just once you get it, then you give it away to a good cause. Maybe helping some charity or some needy people. But you also might have to have some for emergency, in case you get sick or in case the income that you normally get will stop coming. Then you might have to rely on your safety net. You have to have something. But how much, that's hard to say. If you're greedy, you want to have more. If you're not greedy, and you should maybe have enough for 1 year or something. And if after 1 year, then you might be able to work and get more later on. You don't have to have it for 10 years, 20 years, because you don't know if you're going to last that long anyway, right?
Yes, that's true. So having a passive income, is that great?
As long as you need it for your survival, it's not great. If you don't need it for your survival, then it is great.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tan Ajahn. Hope you are well.
The Buddha teach about not to store any food. Go collect food from day to day. And after you have collected food and eaten the food and you have any left, you give it away. You don't keep it for the next day. Next day you go and collect new food again. So there's no storage.
But for money, there should be some storage, isn't it, to survive?
Well, in the modern world, yeah, that you live in, you need to have some money to survive. But how much money as a backup? Yeah. Do you need? The more you have, the more worry you will also have with the money.
Yeah.
So be realistic. Let me say, maybe have enough to survive for another year or something, and hopefully hope that whatever problem you have with your money might be resolved by then, and you have more money coming in. But if you want to keep it, provide you for another 20 years, then you would have to work hard right now to earn this money and store this, keep this money away. Then you won't have time for your meditation. So you also have to think about the time you want to meditate also.
That's true.
So there's a balance between time for meditation and time for survival.
It's hard to draw the line sometimes.
Yeah. Well, use the monk as an example. Live simple, try to reduce as much expenses as possible. And spend on only the essential things. Don't spend on the non-essential things. No entertainment, no holidays. Just enough for survival so that you can have the time to practice. The goal is
That's
to
the life
practice.
that I envy, though. Yeah.
Yeah. The goal is to have the time to practice, really. Because you know, the money that you have in this world cannot provide you with true happiness. And it cannot support you after you die. But the practice that you have developed will support you in your future life. You can take it with you. Whatever you have developed, mindfulness, wisdom, sila, morality, this will go with you. Charity will go with you. Okay?
Okay, that's very clear explanation and guidance. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Next, Kokseng from Singapore.
Good evening, Prajan. Yeah, earlier I was thinking of asking you the question about if I'm unable to attain the state of samadhi, the jhana state, so what benefit or what do I gain? And Prajan, you have actually mentioned earlier in the teaching to Lin that we will be able to bring along our mindfulness. We will be able to bring along our sila. We will be able to bring along our mindfulness sila. Yeah, along with us to our and our practice to our next life. So even though even though we may not be able to achieve jhana in this life. Yeah. So, Prajan, so you have answered the question which I had in mind. Yeah.
Good. So you have no more questions?
Yeah. Yes, no more questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
this is good. I can answer two questions at the same time, two people at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next, we'll
thank you,
go
Ajahn.
to Get Yen So.
Ajahn, good evening. No question to Ajahn, yeah.
Okay. B. Ravin from Bangkok.
And good evening, Prajan. Hope you are well.
Yes, fine, thank you.
So Prajan, you actually also answered one of my questions, the question on anger. I only just found out from you today that there's actually nothing wrong at being angry as long as we don't do any bad action or say any bad words to hurt anyone's feelings. Is that right?
That's right. But it's not good to be angry anyway, because it hurts yourself. When you're angry, you're not happy. So try not to have any anger. And it's hard to contain it once you get angry. You not only will do something or say something.
Yes. And I also just learned from you as well that not having sensual pleasures gets us irritated and angry as well. I guess that's true.
Uh-huh.
I think it's more of irritation. I've observed myself sometimes not, enjoying some of the sensual pleasures, and I get a bit agitated. So I think, I realize that now.
Yeah.
But at least I don't have a problem with eating. My problem seems to be more with entertainment, watching TV, watching movies. So I think I know what I need to do more. I have to meditate more to control my defilements.
That's right. The more peace and happiness you gain from meditation, then the less you need the happiness from sensual pleasure. So
Ajahn, my question is regarding monks in general. So I know that being a monk, you don't have to look for food. You can go arms round and people give you food. But I understand that there's a sort of a catch to it, that to be a good monk is to actually repay the lay people who give you food by meditating and teaching them the Dharma in return. It's not like, oh, I can become a monk, take a free ride and just enjoy getting free food. I read somewhere that it's actually a sin if you become a monk and you don't do anything, become lazy and just eat off others. Is that true?
Well, it depends on what level of being a monk you are. When you're starting a monk, you haven't got anything yet to give other people. You are a student when you first become a monk. So you have studied until you graduated from the Buddhist school, which become an arahant. Once you become an arahant, then you can teach other people. So it's not wrong for new monks not to do anything, as long as the monk do their duty. If you're a student, do your student duty. This is enough for paying back the food that you are given, because people give you the food to support your endeavor. They want to support you to study, support you to practice, and support you to become enlightened. And once you become enlightened, you have a choice to teach or not to teach either. There's no contract that say that once you become enlightened you have to teach. Some people might not have the ability to teach, so they might not teach, or they might teach very little. So you can see that there are a lot of enlightened monks who don't teach much because they're not capable of maybe giving talks and things like that. They're more introvert, maybe they don't say much anything, but they can teach you by their behavior. But as long as once you become a monk and you do your part of studying, keeping the precepts and practice, then you're repaying back the favor that people do for you. And if you can teach them, that would be better. But don't teach them if you're not sure what you're teaching, because you can be misleading them instead of giving them the right direction.
Right. I read it was one of the 10 paramis that teaching Dhamma is a parami.
There's no teaching Dhamma that's not parami. It's called punya.
Oh.
The giving of Dhamma as a gift, the gift of Dhamma. You can teach if you have Dhamma, or you can print books, Dhamma books, and distribute them freely to other people. It depends on what you have. Some people don't have Dhamma in themselves, but they read good books, good Dhamma books, and they think it's good, it's beneficial for them, so they might want to print them and give away to other people. The sharing of Dhamma. It's a form of merit. It makes you feel good. It makes you happy. It's like giving food, but this time you give Dhamma instead, which is more useful than food. Food only take care of your body, but Dhamma taking care of your mind. Okay.
So right. So it's important to not just take care of the body, but use meditation and mindfulness to take care of the mind.
That's the whole purpose in
Just as
Buddhism
important, if not.
is to look after your mind. Your body, we all know how to look after them, but we don't know how to look after the mind. See? So that's the purpose of Buddhism, just to teach you to how to properly look after your mind, so that there will be no suffering left in the mind. Right now, you still have suffering. You still have anxiety, worry, stress, fear. So you have to get rid of all this, and the study and the practice in Buddhism will help you to do this. Not the food that you eat. The food that will not be able to get rid of your anxiety or fear or delusion.
Yes. I realize that, if we cling to material objects too much, it can actually be very dangerous, because once we lose it, we are unable to find a solution to our suffering. So that seems to be
attachment to material thing is dukkha thing. If you don't want any dukkha, you have to let go of your attachment, because one day, sooner or later, you're gonna have to lose them. You cannot take anything with you. Your body that you have right now, you cannot even take it with you when your body dies.
It's funny how our mind works. We like to claim this and that as belonging to us, when the reality is we cannot take anything at all.
That's the strength of the delusion we have. See? They're so strong that we always think that things we have belong to us and will stay with us forever. But never. Go visit the dead. Go to a funeral and see what the dead take away with them.
Nothing besides the karma that they've done.
Yeah, the karma, the good and the bad karma, or the dhamma that they had developed.
I've been to funerals where they burn the house and burn the everything, and they think that it will go with the dead. That's just a ritual.
Yeah, it's just a belief, not truth.
Yes, I think it's important, and actually, Prajan, it's really good that you keep me staying grounded. Not to stray off the path and do things that are not worth pursuing. So it's good to have you as a reality check from time to time, Prajan. And I think from reflecting, my actions, how I've lived my life, it's important to not lose sight of the ultimate goal, which is it's very easy to sometimes work or doing certain things, you lose sight. So at least it helps to bring me back. So I'm very grateful, Prachan.
Good. Happy to be of service.
Thank you so much, Prachan.
Okay. You're welcome. Next, Rohini from the UK.
Good evening, Ajahn. How are you?
Good. Are you happy with your monastery?
Monastery?
Yeah, where you are? You're making it a monastery for you, right?
Yes, yes, I'm happy. Yes,
You don't have to go to a monastery. You can live
I don't have
alone.
to go
You
because
have your own. You have your
my
own monastery.
yes. Yes. Ajahn, when we are in samadhi, the feelings, memory, thoughts, and consciousness, are they suppressed or
They stop functioning temporarily.
yes, so so these are the aggregate which gives us craving. Yeah.
Yes, they are the tools for the defilement to create cravings and fear and love and hate and so forth.
So what happened to this aggregate just 1 or 2 hours before the death? That also become inactive or
Just before death, you say?
yeah, just few hours before the death.
No, they continue functioning unless you have
Oh,
jhana. If you can have jhana, then you can stop it from functioning.
okay. Thank you. So until we attain fourth jhana, so do we continue to feel
Don't move away, even if you cannot feel the breath.
just continue with the
Watching, focusing. Don't think. Don't ask yourself why is the breath now? What should I do now?
yeah, that's what because I just lose the
Don't think. Just merely watching, merely knowing.
thank you, Ajahn. Yeah, I just must say I feel very fortunate to have Ajahn as my teacher. So I know that I should practice diligently, and otherwise I'm wasting my very good opportunity. And
You
so
happy? You happy
yes,
living alone?
oh, very much,
Okay.
because I want to practice.
You don't feel lonely or
No,
okay, good then.
no, I'm very much happy.
You're lucky.
Actually, yeah. So I can just practice and listen to. Actually, I have read almost all the Dhamma teaching in the Ajah's website. So I just try to spend more time on practice now, and yeah, that's it basically. So I
Yes.
just did.
You need to do a lot of
I couldn't
practice.
do 6 hours. I did 5 hours.
Okay, there's always the next time. Today
Yeah,
maybe.
so yes, Ajahn. Thank you very much. And I had to work on it. I still have a craving for certain type of food, and I don't know why.
So I have to think you have to look at the different aspect of food, the food on the plate and the food that you excrete from your body, for instance. They're the
Yes, I
same
had
thing.
to. I tried to do fasting, but still, at the end of the fasting, still go for the.
That's because you haven't reached jhana yet. If you reach jhana, then you won't have. Then you don't feel any hungry.
Yeah.
So the goal of fasting is to force you to do meditation, so that you can get rid of your hunger when you enter into jhana.
Okay. I will keep trying, Ajahn. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Prajan.
Yes, go
Prajan,
ahead.
I Yes. I follow Ajaan advice to mix my food. When the first time when I see the food at the table, I think, can I eat if I mix the Chinese food and Indonesian food together? Is this discarding for me? But uh, I think I must to follow Prajan advice. This is must the best way for me. So I just mix all the food. After that, I eat. But surprisingly, when I eat, my mind just still equanimity, no react.
Okay.
So every day I mix the food. And I realized after I mix the food, I eat less than before.
Yes.
But when I eat with my family, I'm not mix the food.
No,
Because
you don't
this
want
is
to.
my
You don't want to show this to
yes.
other people. It's a personal matter.
Yes. Yes.
Because people will think you're weird, you're crazy, or something.
Yes.
So
I
you
don't
have to
want
be
you to my
careful.
family.
You have to be careful. What you
Mm-hmm.
do in private and what you do in the public is different.
Yes. Because this is my practice.
Okay, good.
Uh,
The goal
the
is to
second.
reduce your craving for food. Just
Yes.
eat only when you have to eat, and eat just enough to
Yes.
keep the body going. That's all.
Yes, I understand, Prajan. I eat not cause I enjoy the food, but I just eat cause I need the food for my energy to
Yeah.
continue my activity.
By taking medicine.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes, Prajan. Thank you for Prajan guidance. Prajan, after I practice this, I in these 3 weeks, I realized that I have two goals. The first goal is I can sleep at night. For my ideal is I want to sleep 10 and half p.m. until 3 and half a.m. The second is I can consistent to practice, consistent to meditate 6 hours a day. But I think cause now I cannot sleep 5 hours. I count average I sleep 7 hours a day. So when I meditate, I count I just can meditate about 2 until 4 hours a day. So Prajan have advised to me how I can balancing about my sleeping time and meditation time.
Well, you have 24 hours a day, so you just have to make a chart, like how many days you have to devote to, how many hours you have to devote to whatever, firstly. So you have to divide up the time. And then maybe if you only have 4 hours left for meditation, then that's all the time you have for meditation. Unless you have to take away the time from something else. See, you're not a monk. See, a monk has no other work to do. So the monk can practice mindfulness and meditation all day and sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. But with you, you might have to go to work or do something else, and you have to have this time devoted to your work also. So you might not be able to take it away and to have it for your meditation. So you just have to make a chart, 24 hours pie, make a pie chart and divide up the time. How many hours you want to have for sleeping, how many hours for meditating, and so forth,
Yes. So now I want to try, I slowly, step by step to decrease my sleeping time and increase my meditation time. Like example, this week I try to sleep 6 hours, and I can meditate 5 hours.
Okay, good. But you have to have enough hour for your sleep also for your body. If you sleep less, then the body can be affected negatively. If it
Yes,
doesn't have
yes,
enough rest.
Prajaan.
So you have to know, the body will tell you how much it needs. When it doesn't have enough, it will start to be drowsy, sleepy, and yawning.
Yes.
And you don't feel
So I
refreshed.
also can see this is anicca, dukkha, and anatta for me.
Yes, but you cannot control them also. You cannot control your body.
Yes. Yeah, just understand.
You might be able to do it
Thank you,
briefly.
Prajaan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people practice
Okay.
without
So I
sleeping
do it
for
step
days.
by step, Prajaan.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keep on
And
practicing.
also one thing, Ajahn, now I understand why I can sleep after talk to Prajaan. Now I understand I have ability to when I know the different energy, I have ability to not absorb the energy. So now I can sleep. I don't want to take benefit from the energy. I just ignore the energy.
Okay, good. Just be
Thank you
mindful
for
of it.
Prajaan advice.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes.
Next, Dr. Piyal and Dr. Indira.
Good morning from Toronto.
Good morning,
Ajahn.
Yes.
Ajahn.
How are you? Good?
Good, good, thank you.
Okay.
Ajahn, I have a question. There was a lot of people asking about anger and feeling upset sometimes, So, like, let's say somebody was rude to you or, something like that. And if you feel a bit of aversion or anger, you can also do loving kindness meditation to that person, right? So that makes you sort of calmer and feel better.
Yes, you can use that also. It depends on which method you are more adapt with. If you can use metta, use metta. If you cannot use metta, you might use reciting a mantra, mindfulness.
Okay, Ajahn, thank you.
Or you can use wisdom and say, I shouldn't expect anything from this person at all.
Yeah.
Once you change your mind, then your anger can disappear. So
yes, and you feel so much more calmer too when you do metta meditation.
Yeah. Or you can look at wisdom and say, I cannot control or force this person to do the things I want the person to do for me. Then okay, you change your mind, say, okay, I just leave it alone, accept whatever that person does. Then your anger will disappear.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think, I think that's right. So also, I think in a sutra, Buddha talks about how to kind of subdue anger when you are angry. About 5 methods. I think it's very simple as a metta, mudita, karuna, upekkha. The last one is just like ignoring the object of anger, the anger, patigha nimitta. Just ignore the person and walk away or something. So that,
Like reciting a mantra will pull your mind away from that person. Or wisdom, you can also use wisdom and understand the nature of that person, that you cannot control that person.
Yeah. Even I think somebody came up with the facial expression, even anger, like other person can recognize. It's Buddhistic called Krodhana Sutra, the anger on the sutra on anger talks about how the facial expression kind of changes when somebody is angry, and someone can easily recognize that. It's interesting how these are all kind of how well documented in the sutra.
Good.
So if someone dies when they're angry, at the moment of anger, like say get a heart attack or something suddenly, so is the bad destination is imminent?
No,
is
no.
it?
No, it depends on the total sum of your good and bad karma. The difference between your good and bad karma, which is stronger. If your bad karma is stronger, then you go to the bad realm of existence. If your good karma is stronger, you go to the good realm of existence. Not how you die. But,
So yeah, I think that's I think said in the sutra also, like it's not they might have some good, or the one person is doing bad all the time, but the time of death he might be born in a god realms, like something. So it's not clearly just like directly related to what they were doing. So maybe the as you say, the balance of
Yes.
what they have done in the past, or some good karma might come up, and they might be gone. Yeah.
Ajaan, but I have heard some monks, in sermons, they talk about Chuti Siddha, that is the last thought that comes. And I have heard in Sri Lanka, a lot of Sri Lanka monks, they emphasize a lot on Chuti Siddha, the last thought. And they say, like, if there is last moment, if there is anger or greed, your destination, would be there for some time. And then the karma starts working on how you have lived all your life. Is that not right?
Well, I don't want to contradict what other people think or say.
Yeah.
I just say.
I think it's
No, just
probably
asking,
based on one of the anecdotes of some the Queen Malika who died last moment. She had this like a bad thought, although she had done a lot, but she was born very, according to the story,
Yeah,
was
so maybe
very
that's
briefly born in a lower realm, and then after her the. So I think that's based on the Chutisita, the last thought. But somebody asked about the aggregates. The aggregates go away. I think the thought that the conscious, the aggregates fall apart, especially the body fall apart. There is senses fall apart. Your thought process is still active till the end. But the brain try to preserve the last part of the organ that to preserve is the brain for some time. So the activity thought mind can still run for a bit, like a car, like it doesn't stop right away. It goes a bit with the momentum, and it can probably do the thinking part. So you have, I think you have a bit of time still. Like if you train your mind properly, I guess. But if not, you don't know. Whatever that comes up, you'll go with it. Whatever the train, you'll get on.
But I think people who have practiced jhana, they have the ability to practice at the time of death, Ajaan.
Well, if they have jhana, they have jhana. They don't have to practice anymore.
Yeah.
See, they can enter the mind into jhana anytime they like.
Even Buddha did, right? At the Parinibbana, in and out of the jhanas.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajaan. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, also outsourcing from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. Got no question tonight. Thank you
Okay,
very
you're
much.
welcome. Next, Sri and Czech from Vancouver.
Greetings, Ajaan. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Go ahead, anything?
Ajaan, like when, for example, right, when let's say if I go to a beach and I can get that pleasant feelings, but at the same time, if I meditate and the mindset at certain mindfulness level, and the same pleasant feelings also comes out. So is that saying that like when our mind feel calm, that pleasant feeling will be coming out the same as the feeling that we get from sensual?
Well, you have to find out yourself. Don't ask me.
That's why I'm asking. I just have this comparison.
Telling you doesn't make any. You won't understand it anyway until you feel it yourself.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Then I feel myself that
But I can tell you that but the pleasant feeling from meditation will be more easily accessible to you
Yes.
than the pleasant feeling of going to the beach, because meditation is much easier. You can be anywhere and do it. Why the pleasant feeling from going to the beach, you have to go to the beach to get that pleasant feeling. And if you
Yes.
could not get there, then what you do? You become unhappy.
Yes. That was my question. That's why, like, is it because once we can get these pleasant feelings, and then people will become like more and more meditate to get the same feeling rather than go
That's
to.
why I don't have to go anywhere. 50 years. And I live in the monastery. I get the same feeling like traveling around the world, spending a night in the posh hotel, first class hotel,
Mm.
five-star hotel. I don't have to do that because I already have it in my mind. That kind of feeling, or better even, let's put it that way.
Ah.
The Buddha said the feeling from meditation is much better than the feeling from sensual pleasure. So that's why the Buddha could live in the forest and didn't have to go back to the palace, because the feeling he get from jhana is better than the feeling he got from living in the palace. So he never wanted to go back to the palace and live there anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So that explain like a monk like you, yeah, you can generate this even pleasant feeling. You don't need to, to get it from any sensual or like going travel or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And also like if I like recite Buddha really fast, like you can also get like certain pleasant feelings. Is that when our mind feel calm and not thinking of anything, um, that pleasant feeling will come out naturally.
It doesn't come naturally. You have to force it to come up by using mantra.
Yeah.
Focus on your breathing. See? Mindfulness. You have to use mindfulness to stop your mind from thinking. That's only when that good feeling will come up.
Okay. That's also part of the force that we force it to do that.
Yeah, you have to force your mind to be mindful of something, of your breath, or of a mantra, until you can stop the mind from thinking, from functioning temporarily.
But only when we recite really fast though.
I don't know, fast or slow doesn't matter. It varies from people to people. It varies from time to time also. Sometimes you do quick, you get a good result. Sometimes you do a slow recite, you get a good result also. It depends. It's anicca. So it's something that you have to learn through practice. You talk too much about theory and imagination. I don't want to answer this kind of question. This is something you have to experience it yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there is no fixed formula.
Okay.
So just do it. Instead of talking about it, do it. Because talking about it doesn't get you there.
Yes.
The way to get you there is to practice, is to do it. We've been talking about this for many years now, and we're not getting anywhere because we're not doing anything. We're just talking.
Yes, I'm doing it. That's
Okay,
why I got this feeling. So okay, I just let it.
Take the 6-hour challenge, and you'll find something. You get something out of it.
Yeah. Okay. I think about 6 hours.
Then you can try anything you like, fast reciting or slow reciting, watching your breath or whatever method you like to try. You can do this in this 6 hours.
I can stand or I can sit, just not
Yeah,
leave.
just not moving around. Just stay in one spot. If you feel painful sitting, you can relieve by standing. After standing for a while, you feel painful, then you can change into sitting. But you don't want to go walk around the room or go do other things. Except when you have to go to the toilet. Then you have to go to the toilet.
And I give myself more reason to go to the toilet.
Then that's defeat the purpose of taking this 6-hour challenge.
Yeah, that's the nature of the mind.
So there's no need to take this challenge anymore. If you can find excuse to move around. The goal is to stop moving around.
Mm.
Stay put in one place.
Yeah, restrain the body, eh?
Yeah. And by restraining the body, you restrain the cravings at the same time. Because it's the craving that wants to push, to move the body around. When you're here, you want to be there. When you're there, you want to come back here.
Mm.
So when you're here, then if the craving wants to go there, it cannot go there. Then eventually the craving will disappear. Then you feel more calm and peaceful because there's no feeling to push you around. No craving to push you around.
Yeah. I think that's really a challenge. I don't know for me, like I know that for now it's a challenge.
Maybe not 6 hours, just 1 hour for you. First.
Okay.
Because you'll never start with 6 hours. Try with just
1
1
hour,
hour.
yes.
Yeah. And then move to 2 and 3 later on.
Yeah, 1 hour, then my mom feel at ease. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, 1 hour, yes.
Okay, try it.
Yeah, 1 hour. Thank you, Tanya. And check.
Just now, I heard a word from you. Punya. I never heard that one. Punya.
Punya means merit.
But you said, oh, okay. Punya means merit. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
this
not.
is Pali word,
Oh,
punya.
I thought you said that it meant
The
giving Dharma.
perfection,
What you say?
parami.
Dharma?
Parami and punya, they are 10, but they're similar and different in some aspects, but they're similar. 10 ways of making merit is called punya, 10 punya. Why the parami is the 10 perfection.
Oh,
But they're similar. They're actually the same, really, but presented in a slightly different way.
oh. But just now you said like giving Dharma is one of them or something.
Yes, one of them. But it's not contained in the parami, see.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Oh, okay. But in the part, also punya is not the part. It's similar, but it's
Similar, but not directly the same. Some
Oh,
aspect of them. There's dana in punya, there's dana in perfection in parami.
yeah, yeah.
The sila, they're similar, see.
Oh,
The meditation in parami,
oh,
making the mind tend to jhana, to have equanimity. This is meditation. When
oh,
you have meditation, you have bhavana in the punya.
oh,
So they are similar.
oh,
Sometimes the Buddha wants to make it less boring by repeating the same thing. So introduce some new aspect to change the formula a little bit, but still the same. Like
oh,
cooking food, sometimes you want to change your menu, right? You don't want to cook the same food every day.
oh. Yeah, he has many
Many ways of
yeah,
teaching to make it interesting.
yeah, many they are a little bit different sometimes, but the I guess the main message is the same.
Yes. The Noble Eightfold Path is the same.
Oh, oh,
Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Yeah.
oh. I see. Okay. Punya is making merit. So is the 10 ways of making merit. That one? 10
Yes.
punya? Oh, okay, okay.
10 ways of making you happy. That's what it means. Buddha is happiness.
Oh.
When you give dana, you feel happy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you keep the sila, you feel happy, right?
Yeah.
When you meditate, you feel happy.
Oh.
So when you give Dhamma books away, you also feel happy, right? When you send Dhamma books to people that ask for it.
Yeah. Punya. Oh, is it the same as in Thai? Is it bun? Bun? The same?
Yeah, bun.
Oh.
Bun.
Oh, okay.
In Pali, it's called bunya.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got a little bit confused just now by
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Ajahn.
All right. You're welcome. Next, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Still cold in Australia. You have no heater in the room, huh?
Yeah, my here. It doesn't do much though.
It's
Can
not
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
My laptop died.
So
I'm
you
on
use
my
the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. You got
Different view.
anything? You got anything?
I always have something. I wanted to ask about the section on the sense spheres.
Okay.
Should I read it?
Okay.
Moreover, monks, a monk dwells contemplating the nature of things in various things in the six internal and external sense spheres. And how monks does a monk dwell contemplating the nature of things in various things in the six internal and external sense spheres? Here, monks, a monk knows the eye, and he knows forms, and the fetter that arises dependent on the pair of them that he also knows. How there is an arising of a fetter that has not arisen that he knows, and how there is an abandonment of a fetter that has arisen that he also knows. And then it just goes,
To all the six one, to all the six senses.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then there's just, he knows the body and he knows tangibles. And then he knows the mind, he knows thoughts.
He knows that they are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. That's what it means. So that if you don't see it as anicca, dukkha, anatta, you have defilement, you have attachment, you have delusion. But if you see with wisdom, then there will be no defilement, no delusion, no attachment, no dukkha. That's what it means.
All right, I see.
So you have to see the six sense sphere as being dukkha, because they are temporary. The forms are temporary. The eyes that used to see the form is also temporary.
Oh.
And you don't want to rely on your happiness on this sensual sphere.
Okay.
So you want to rely on the mind itself as a source of happiness. By giving up all your attachment to all everything that's outside the mind, because they are all anicca, anatta.
Okay. I understand.
Okay. All right. You cannot rely on your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body to serve you all the time. And you cannot rely on the form, the sound, taste, tactile objects to be the same, to be pleasant all the time. Sometimes it can be unpleasant also.
Yeah.
So you don't want to rely on these things as your source of happiness, because they are not. They change. Sometimes they can give you happiness, and sometimes they don't give you happiness.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Is that all?
Okay. I found a house today. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go try living there for a while.
You have to rent, free.
Yeah. It's expensive. I'm going to be very poor.
Is it a big house or a small house?
Just one bedroom,
Okay.
but it's in the mountains near the forest,
Good.
rainforest.
It's better than where you are now,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you have to pay the rent.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Here you don't have to pay the rent.
No rent here.
Okay.
Yeah. I should just have enough for some rice and vegetables left over.
Yeah, just enough to survive.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck to you.
Okay. Thanks, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next, Vandana. From Santa Cruz, right?
Santa Clara, Ajahn.
Santa Clara. Okay. That's
Good morning.
that's in the Bay Area. Huh?
Yes, Ajahn.
Okay.
So, Ajahn, I wanted to come to report my progress, but didn't get a chance. So today I thought, okay, I should join, and they let me in. I'm very grateful for that. So I just want to report that the practice is going really well. I actually now it feels like that it's happening on its own. Nobody is doing it because mind can sit anytime for meditation and goes into the deeper stages right away. And when come out, it's still very peaceful and always cool, as I told you last time, that the coolness is like just entire body from head to bottom now. It feels so breezy, like someone was saying going to the beach, but then I can feel it right now sitting here. It's a hot temperature, but I can feel like that cold breeze around me, which is so nice. And I went to Vipassana 10-day Goenkaji's retreat in June. And after that, I start to see that anicca dukkha anatta you've been teaching us along the way. So those were very challenging practices, which I was doing there for 10 days. We have to sit for 10 to 12 hours a day for meditation. And then the body, in the first beginning, the body was not ready to do that. But and I was also trying to play trick, like I was going into my pleasant states to get away from the sensations, but then they were keep on saying, go back to your sensation, go back to your sensation. So I said, okay, I'm going to follow what they're saying. And then when I had and I think it's what, fourth or fifth day, a very huge pain in my knee. And instead of going to my pleasant state, I started observing that pain. And it was so nice to see how that pain disappears into vibrations and becomes cool. It became cool. And then I feel, wow, that's what Ajahn was talking about, how things are impermanent, things are changing. And then mind becomes very quiet and peaceful. So I just wanted to say that I know people think that Goenkaji's retreats are just focus on one thing, but because I had a deeper samadhi going there, so I can see the next level of anicca dukkha anatta very clearly. And since I came back, mind is still just contemplating anicca, saying anicca everywhere, that nothing is lasting. And earlier, when I got reactive for certain situation, now mind don't even go there. Mind just come back inside. And if people yelling at me, I would just see them, as you said, that even I don't even think anything. It's just mind stays low. And then the person who's yelling, they become low. So I feel like this is so nice that mind stay equanimous. most situation, especially because I was not working in summer, I was not teaching. So I gave my full time to practice. We've been practicing with teachers every day. We wake up at like now at 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. to the 6 a.m. And then so I got up at 3 today and now at 8 o'clock. So like 5 hours already. So just mind is doing the practice. And right now I feel very blessed to learn from you because I didn't know anything about Anicca Dukkanatta before I met you. And now that becomes a part of the big, playing a big role to see everything as Anicca. Now I'm working towards more Asubha, seeing the blood and seeing. So yesterday night, that's what I did. And now I can see myself as a just having those flesh and bones and nothing there to hold on to, and everything is just keep disappearing, just vanishing. I don't know how long this stage will last. I know everything changes, but right now this is the practice. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Good. Just keep doing it. It won't go away. With Dhamma practice, the more you do it, the more it will stick with you. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It will only disappear when you stop practicing.
Yes.
So try not to stop practicing. Try to
Yeah.
always think everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta, and
Yes.
eventually it will become second nature to you.
Yes. And my Ajahn, and the defilements, the subtle defilements coming to surface. So one big thing which happened after coming, I had some eczema issue, but they become even worse when I came back from Goenkaji's retreat. And the AT said, assistant teacher there, that this is your what they call sankhara, because you don't like it, right? So these sankhara will stay with you unless you start accepting them. And then I said, yeah, and that was so easy. I just let it go. I was
That's
working.
right.
Yeah.
Good.
I said, okay, well, if it is, what
Just
can I
leave
do?
them alone. Just leave them alone.
Yeah, I let it be.
Don't try to change them.
Yeah, they don't bother me anymore. I just that's how I see that those defilements, which I earlier I didn't know that I had this one, but then it came out and I had to deal with it. It was huge. I can tell you it was not easy. It was like burning sensation. And then when I heard that this is the aversion, you don't like it, so it's going to stick with you until the next life also. So I said, no, I don't want to stay in this. So I'm just going to equanimous. And when I ignored it, not bothering me, still there, doesn't bother me anymore. And the other things also, these now I'm working towards one big thing, which I can't tell you.
Okay, good. We're happy to hear of your progress.
Yeah. And I share that with the female Mechi because that's a female thing which I'm trying to get rid of the aversion towards. And then she's saying, yeah, this is a good sign that that thing bothers you, which people get attached to. It's like a sexual thing. I have aversion towards sexual things. So I told her that. She said, yeah, this is good. Just I have to work towards upekha in that, not aversion. So that's what my practice. I'm trying to practice seeing whatever it is as with upekha, not with disgust. Yeah.
Just merely know
Yeah.
whatever you see, merely see.
Yeah.
Don't have any love, hate, or anything toward them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
The practice really, really good. Thank you so much, Ajahn, for teaching
Okay.
us. Yes.
We're happy to hear.
Yes.
Hope you maintain your practice.
I've been doing it since I came back from Thailand. Meeting you made a huge difference in my life also. I encourage
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Good. Happy to hear that.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck. I see. Do we have any more person? I have to look at the next page. We have Charlotte, Rihanna. Charlotte, are you still with us? Rihanna? Can you hear me? Okay, she's moving now.
Okay.
Any question tonight? Unmute your microphone. Can you unmute your microphone? It's on the lower left corner of your screen. Ask to unmute. Okay. You see now? And you find a button to unmute. I have to go to Kun Juk first, then I'll come back to you later. You eventually manage to unmute. Kun Juk, you have any question?
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ We have 4 questions and they're all from Facebook. The first question is from Pauline Soon. Ajahn, if a human being who has many sickness and he or she had to face suffering of pain and go for treatment like chemo again and again and other treatments that make the body suffer, is this suffering considered bad karma?
Well, it's considered to be the product of being born, really. Once you are born, you're subjected to sickness and death.
The next questions are also from Pauline Soon. I noticed that every experiment in meditation has different outcomes. Is this right?
Well, practice have different level of experiences. So you can have different experiences from different types of practice. Samadhi is different from wisdom, for instance. Wisdom is different from enlightenment. So these are experiences that are different.
The next question is from Aun from Penang, Malaysia. When I practice sitting meditation, why does the knowing mind always disappear without knowing the present moment after a few minutes in meditation, because it follows the thinking mind very fast?
Because you don't have mindfulness. Your mindfulness is weak. You can only keep the mind to stay with your meditation object very briefly. Then when you lose mindfulness, then your mind just go away.
After I realize my mind follows the thoughts, then I call back to the present moment. Is this correct?
Yes, you need to have something to pull it back, like a meditation object, a mantra, or something like watching your breath.
How to maintain the knowing mind to stay in the present moment in long hours when practice sitting meditation?
Mindfulness. You have to have continuous mindfulness.
And the last question is from T. Lee Tekwa. Hi, Tanajan. My father is currently in the hospital. He has this condition called delirium. It's a confused state of mind whereby sometimes he can forget the people around him totally. After that, he will become well again. When I saw my father behaving like this, when he forgets the people around him, I get very sad and emotional. I feel so useless seeing my father like this. Why am I feeling like this? And is my mind very weak? Thank you.
Yes, because your mind doesn't want this thing to happen to your father. So when it happens to your father, you feel bad. But you have to teach your mind that this is the way things are with being born. Once we're being born, we're subjected to all types of sickness, different type of sickness. The only way to avoid this to happen is not to take birth anymore.
That is all, Ka.
I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. Enjoy seeing you, talking to you, and I hope this meeting is beneficial and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ajahn. Good job.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ajahn.
Ajahn.
Bye, Ajahn.
Thank you,
Good night,
friends.
everyone. Good night,
Night,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye.